In this video, I'm going to share with you the secret on how self-talk affects your outer reality and how it can affect your manifestation process. You are not going to want to miss this. Here we go. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell notification for future videos on the law of attraction to get your well-being at its optimum. Also, check out my Facebook and Instagram page at Divine Alchemy 1111, where I help you create the reality that you want. And now, back to the video. Hello and welcome to another episode of Divine Alchemy. My name is Jason, where I help you create the reality that you want. So, in this episode, we're going to be talking about how your self-talk affects the law of attraction in your manifestation process and also affects your outer reality. And so, again, there's a lot of material out there when it comes to the law of attraction and how does this work and how does that work. Like I always say, again, keep it very simple. But the biggest key on the law of attraction is that it is run by your subconscious. So anything that comes in contact with your subconscious and that it registers it, it will start taking form in your outer reality. And so when it comes to self-talk and people are learning about, personal development, how to think better about themselves and whatnot, and usually when people are learning about self-development, they may not have the greatest view about themselves. And so when you observe people's self-talk, they'll jokingly be like, oh, I'm so stupid, or I can't remember this stuff, I'm very forgetful, and, oh my God, I'm such a klutz, or, they say a lot of negative things about themselves. But however, when you're working with your subconscious mind, it cannot tell the difference between fact or fiction. It takes everything very literally. And if you keep repeating those words over a period of time, even though you are kidding, it will start to become how you think, how you feel, and how you act. And again, your thoughts are not, most of what you think is not true about yourself. But if you are constantly saying those things about yourself, well, it may not necessarily be true, but you'll start to think, feel, and act that way, and you start to limit your full growth potential. And so, when working with your self-talk, you want to be very aware of how you think, feel, and act about yourself. And when you are, learning about the law of attraction, I kind of suggest doing like a purge of being very careful of what you say. Don't even say any negative stuff about yourself whatsoever. And if you, catch yourself and it's like, oh, nope, that's not, how I truly feel about myself. Because when it comes to, kind of paraphrasing, there was a quote by the Buddha saying, what you think, you will basically become, and you don't want to take that chance of, manifesting certain things that are not incongruent with how you feel. So one of the best ways to start boosting your self-confidence is, you could say the affirmations or start visualizing yourself as a very successful person. And then if you do that over and over and over again, you will start acting, thinking, and feeling in certain ways. Now, of course, again, it's not going to happen overnight. You may get that, kind of up and down, like, oh, things are great, then they go low a little bit, but that means that what you keep programming in your subconscious mind, it means it's working because it's creating a bit of a disturbance. It's kind of like medicine. You don't like taking it. It tastes disgusting, but however, it's going to start making you feel better over a period of time. And so when you start telling yourself affirmations like, I am healthy, I am wealthy, or I am loved, I am abundant, I am worthy, it will start taking effect if you start doing those affirmations or start dimensionalizing your best self over a period of time. Because when you have a thought has a feeling, and then when you start programming yourself and your body to start having those feelings, you start programming the new status quo of your subconscious mind to act, think, and feel in a certain way. So prior to you getting into, the law of attraction stuff or personal development, you might have been used to thinking negative about yourself. And so within that, you have unconsciously programmed a set of behaviors that up until the time of your discovery of personal development or the law of attraction, you have fixed that and hardwired that into your brain. You have hardwired the feelings and the chemical makeup in your body to feel that certain way. So now be very aware of how you speak about yourself and cut out all the negative self-talk about yourself. And I would say, do it for like a week. Say, go on a negative self-talk fast. Try not to say anything negative about yourself whatsoever. And if you slip up, that's perfectly fine. Rome wasn't built in a day. But the more you start thinking more positive about yourself, the more you start feeling positive about yourself, you're going to start noticing a shift and change in your outer reality. You may start losing friends because you have stopped talking negative about yourself and thinking about yourself. And then it's like, oh man, what's going on? Well, that means that there are better friends of a higher caliber of vibration that are on the way and that you will make friends with. Maybe you might lose your job, and then after a period of time, you find a new job that fits in congruent with your vibration, because when you are working with self-talk and self-image, and when you're on the progression of rising it up, you're going to start running into, people, places, and things that will reaffirm that reality. So again, be very careful on how you talk about yourself, because if you're constantly thinking negative, then you're going to start getting those negative results in your life. And all it is crystallizing your subconscious mind and making it register until you start to think, feel, and act in that certain way. And it can be a little scary at first, because you may be comfortable to a certain life and it could be very chaotic, but that's all you know. And if you start doing this personal development stuff or the law of attraction stuff, people will be like, oh my God, am I going to have any friends, or am I going to, lose everything? I just need to stay over here because it's very comfortable. Well, if you stay there and are constantly doing this negative stuff towards yourself, you're going to start going down the slope and fail basically by default. And the moment that you start making that shift in your mind and start registering it into your subconscious, because that is the seat to everything in your outer reality, you may lose things, but like I said, you'll start gaining bigger and better things throughout your outer reality. And so one of the things is that you shouldn't expect, just mediocre. Expect nothing but the best, because you are deserving of nothing but the best. But you also have to tell your subconscious mind that you are very deserving of it. I am a good person, and I am deserving of everything that I truly wish and desire. So you want to be very careful about that stuff. And again, it's really not magic where things are just going to poof out of thin air. I mean, it can, like I said, but however, it's all about hacking into that subconscious mind, and that is the most important thing when it comes to manifesting your outer reality. Because when it comes to energy and quantum physics, when it comes to energy, everything is literally connected. Separation is an illusion. So there basically is, some people say that there's an etheric energy bonding everybody. And so when we start thinking better thoughts about ourselves and start programming our subconscious mind, it will unconsciously start leading us to those directives, because it knows the path of least resistance to take. And also, like I said, the unfoldment of events that will take place. But everything that you think, feel, act, or anything that you see in your outer reality is all energy. And so you start matching that energy and walking into that outer reality. And like I've said in this channel before, in some of my videos, that every outcome that you can think of, it already exists. It's already there. It's only a matter of you aligning to that and then walking into that progressive unfolding of events. So it's very, very important to monitor your self-talk, and even throughout your day, casually be the observer of how people speak to one another. And they may, again, you'll be surprised how many people jokingly talk very negative about themselves, but if you look at the true core of themselves, they may not feel all that good about themselves to begin with, because that's how they were conditioned at a young age. So again, be very aware of that, but also check that out and do like a little, I don't know, like a little science experiment. Observe people, for about a week on how they talk, the friends in your family and all that. And you're going to be very amazed. And I guarantee that, wow, they really talk very negatively about themselves and they don't even realize it. And that's why, there's a lot of manifestations that happen to them that may not be all that good. And the moment they, people realize, oh my God, I can't believe I was talking about myself like that. As soon as they make that shift, things will start to get better. And like I said, it takes time. But I do have a great meditation. If you look up in the link right here in the information box, there's a 30-day well-being and wealth meditation. And so basically what that does is you don't need to sit in, Buddha position or anything. I mean, you can if you want, but it's designed to, as you sleep, your mind goes down into that theta brainwave. And so it's calm enough to where your subconscious mind is open like a sponge, and you just listen to that. You don't even need to listen to it directly, and it will start programming your subconscious mind with these affirmations. So again, it's all about keeping it simple and knowing how your subconscious mind works, because it is the seat to everything and every bit of reality in your outer reality. So if you program it right and you feed it right, basically your mental diet, it will work for you, and it works if you work it. So again, if you like this video and some of the tips, tools, and tricks that I help you to become your best version and manifest the life that you want, please hit the like, subscribe, and the bell notification for future videos and how it can help you manifesting at an optimal rate. Thank you very much, and blessings.